Hi, everybody. I'm Rachel Alexandria. I'm a psychotherapist, and I'm also an Enneagram teacher. I've been working with the Enneagram since 2006. Note my wonderful drawing right here. And I've been teaching it for at least the last 7 years. I've been working with individuals in my psychotherapy practice. I've led workshops. I led an online community. And the Enneagram is something that really feeds me and helps me understand myself and how other people work. If that's true for you too, then you may enjoy this little free video series I've made called Tapping for Your Type. And what we're going to do is take EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique, or tapping, which is an acupressure method, and I've made other videos about that if you're curious. And we're going to apply that to specific limitations and limiting beliefs and stuck patterns that each type tend to have. So you can watch for your type and your connecting points in your wing, or you can just watch them all and tap along to see if you can kind of get some space from some of your stuck thoughts and maybe de-escalate the influence that they have on you so that you can get closer to your essence or presence. If you're ready, let's get tapping. Tapping for type 8. So as you go through these tapping points with me, feel free to follow along if it suits you, if you feel like those are useful statements for you. You can also feel free to change them as it best suits you, as it fits you. Change up the order, change up the words, skip over parts that don't feel resonant to you. Really just modify it to make it exactly what you need. So starting on the side of the hand. Even though I try to control a lot about my life, and I have a fair amount of tension, whether or not I want to admit it, about this, I also like being in control. And I see that there's maybe a conflict in this for me. Even though I believe I can take care of everything and alter things to suit my needs and take care of everybody else and myself all the time, I also can see how that's really taxing on me and sometimes gets me into trouble that I don't like when I'm wrong. I see that there's a conflict in this for me. I don't like admitting when I'm wrong. And I don't like admitting that I'm not in charge of everything. I don't like not being in control. And I see that I can't always be. So I honor the conflict in this for me, even though it pisses me off. I honor the conflict in this for me. Tapping on the top of the head and on the points. I want to be in control all the time. I want to be in control of myself, of my world. I feel like I can make decisions and arrange my life so that I am capable and in control of everything that I care about. And usually that works. And I might even say, I don't care about the times where it doesn't, or I try to ignore them. Or just move on, let it drop, let it go. But those things keep happening, and there's ways where I get into trouble with myself, with other people, ways that I get into conflict, where I get into fights that have to do with me trying to control everything or be in charge of everything. And maybe sometimes it would serve me to be more open, to be more open-hearted, open-minded. It's really hard, though. It's really, really hard sometimes to be open-minded, to be open-hearted, especially when I've assessed something and I don't think someone's worth it, worth my time or my energy. Or when I have to make a shift. That's really, really hard, when I have to shift from kind of having my boundaries and my fortress set up in one place, and this is how things are, and realizing I need to get over there. I don't like that. I don't like that experience. Changing my mind, changing how I feel or what I believe is really kind of excruciating. And there's an S word I don't want to mention here. Surrender. Not to other people, not to someone else, but to something greater. It's really hard for me to trust that my vulnerability is wanted, that it will be treated well, that my deep, deep heart will be held and cared for and respected if I show it. And a lot of times it hasn't been. A lot of times people don't see it, even if I try to tell them. That's been really painful. Just honoring that pain of that deep feeling. Taking a breath here. Coming to a turnaround point now. Maybe I can choose to trust that my vulnerability is beautiful and worthy and leaderly. Maybe I can start to explore, and I'll take my time with it, how there can be strength in my vulnerability. Not from a sense of manipulation or controlling anyone, but from really owning and validating my pure heart. From really sharing with people, with boundaries, how much I care about things and why. Because I do care very deeply about things, and I think people don't see it very often. But maybe I could start to explore how to share my caring rather than controlling, sharing my deep heart. And doing it with people that are trustworthy, doing it in ways where I won't be attacked. Standing up for myself and making sure my boundaries are safe. But my caring heart might even be worth more than my ability to be in power. Or maybe this thing that motivates me, this deep heart, is the most powerful thing I have. And maybe I can spend some time with that. And when I'm ready, find a way to share it with others. A little extra tapping on that. Feeling a little more grounded there. A little weight off of my shoulders. Oh, my eights. Just use this video how it best suits you. Notice how you feel in your body, what came up for you. Really honor that and explore it with tapping as you see fit.